Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is November 2nd, 2026, and the top crypto news is as follows. Let's start today's episode with the European Union, which is considering a ban on all crypto transactions with Russia. Basically, the European Union's goal is to block Russian cryptocurrencies that come from platforms that are already sanctioned, because the European Union sees that with crypto, Russia can get ahead of international rankings and somehow try to prevent it. Things we've known from crypto news for years. While we're talking about companies buying crypto, let's move on to companies buying Solana, which also have $1.5 billion in losses, while they've stopped buying Solana. And to be honest, all the big players have disappeared. Only Strategy and Bitmain are buying now. Moving on to our exchanges, we're going to Robinhood, which is releasing a layer 2 of Ethereum, as you know, which is now on a public testnet. And basically, they're inviting all developers to use it and start making apps before it goes live. Another layer 2. While Robinhood itself has already taken a hit in its stock because in the fourth quarter it saw a 38% drop in its crypto revenue because the crypto market is not doing very well, as you already know. Moving on, we're going to South Korea, which is now officially investigating the Bitcamp exchange after this fantastic $43 million Bitcoin payout, which, as you already know, is why we plummeted to $60,000. Now, let's say at this point that we're talking about 620,000 BTC that was given out as a reward to users, because in that episode I told you about 2,000 BTC, but it was 2,000 BTC per person. The total Bitcoins given as a reward were 620,000 BTC. Most of them were obviously sold immediately on the market, and that's why we fell so much. So we wonder if something really went wrong or something else, so that the records are slowly getting mixed up. Moving on to our coins, let's go to a new blockchain from Layer 0, which is launching its own blockchain, Layer 1.0, called Zero. Let's say it's a Layer 1 that has a lot of big investors behind it, like Citadel and ARK Invest, who have bought the Layer 0 coin, while another investor is Tether itself. Why? Because Tether has 0 USD. And this stablecoin was built with Layer 0 technology, so Tether doesn't want to lose its tools, as you can see. Moving on to our coins, we'll go to Hyperliquid, as it managed to surpass Coinbase itself in trading volume. If we go to the original source from Artemis itself, we'll see that the trading volume on Hyperliquid reached 2.63 trillion, while Coinbase is at 1.43 trillion. So as you can see, Hyperliquid is doing very well these days, and this is reflected in its price, as it is one of the few coins that had green numbers at least a week ago. And for the last part of our day, we'll go to something that we all knew was a scam, and we were just waiting for justice to do its job, and that's SafeMoon, as the lead advisor of SafeMoon was sentenced to 8 years in prison, and the charges are conspiracy to commit securities fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering. In addition to the sentence, Caroni was ordered to forfeit $7.5 million, while victim compensation has not yet been determined. And here we go. It's time to go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, and we'll go to Bitcoin, which is at $67,000, with the price probably having lost our resistance. While traders, who are perhaps the only people in the world who like to lose money, all of this has been liquidated to $250 million in 24 hours. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, November 2nd, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone and have a good day.